Welcome back, everyone, to the Pack 16 Teambuilder Conference Dynasty. Some huge Pack 16 games upcoming here tonight. Buckle in, get ready. We've got the undefeated Umar Bighorns. They haven't lost yet this season. Coming into town to square off against Santa Fe State. This could be upset territory here for the Bighorns. Santa Fe State, 3rd and 4. Nick Padgett, the quarterback for the Bighorns, trying to find somebody open. There's nobody back there. Jack Vasher with the sack. We'll turn it over here to the Roadrunners. Summers, pass completed. We got good blocking out front. J.D. Weeks to the 5. A little bit short of the 5-yard line, but that is a great play. Good catch, good throw by Summers. A little RPO action. Here's the tight end, Scott Morehouse. Into the end zone. Roadrunners will take the early lead, 6-0. Extra point will, of course, be good. Let's advance here a little bit further into the first quarter. About 2 minutes left. 3rd down and 9, and it's just out of the reach of the cornerback. We got Danny Northrup here going out of bounds. Big catch there, moving the chains for the Bighorns. 1st and 10. Padgett to the corner of the end zone, the back of the end zone. Great throw. Perfect looking throw. I mean, that's on a line. That's a dot. So 7-7 game. Summers did not see the defender. He was hiding right behind the lineman. Very, very sneaky defensive play right there. Either way, it is an interception. Summers does have, as much as I talk bad about Northern Utah, Summers and this Roadrunners offense, we turn it over a little bit too. Maybe one time a game. However, we do get the ball back thanks to the freshman, Blake Lane. Love this guy, man. Where'd this dude come from? He might be a redshirt freshman. Either way, he's been a really solid defender here. 3rd down and 13, little screen pass to J.E.G., our speedster, Mr. 99 Excel, 99 speed. Can't get out of his own way of the lineman. Falling complete. Little TFL right there, 2nd and 17. Padgett can't escape. Andre Thunder, laying the thunder. The lightning and the thunder. All right, 3rd and 25. Hey, look at, there's the lightning right there. Awesome job. Look at that defense, man. Santa Fe State killing it. Let's go. This is a tough offense. Bighorns, they present some issues for us. Padgett has been playing a lot better. Now, if you asked me this last year, I would not be saying this, but they do present some problems here for defense. They've got some decent players on that offense now that they've gotten a year older in their collegiate career. So Santa Fe State here, 7-7 game. We got the ball. We're running this thing with Lee Brubaker. You guys have him on your fantasy teams. I know some of you do, but nobody has Roy Calico. This guy, it's weird. All of our outside receivers, we never really get them involved too much. It's always the middle guys, the slot guys, but Calico gets a touchdown. He was not on anybody's watch, on anybody's radar for the fantasy challenge, but it is 14-7. We will take that wide open toss in the end zone for 6. Now here's Runyova, running back that has gotten a little bit of run, no pun intended there. In the last few weeks, he's been getting a little bit more involved in the offense, but that's a great stop on defense right there. Gregory Bryan getting the tackle, a defensive end, making a tackle on the outside. Not often that you see that, but we have a field goal attempt here, a little chip shot, and it's missed. It's doinked off the right upright there. Summers pass, incomplete. 3rd and 5 goes to 4th and 5. Calico can't make the catch. We got a defensive slugfest here at our opening game of Week 5 action. Padgett gonna go down. 3rd and 17 spot now. Gregory Bryan is just laying the lumber down, man. He's looking so good tonight. A lot of TFLs, got a bunch of sacks. In fact, we have 6 actually. 6. Summers has been sacked 4 times. We have 6 sacks on Nick Padgett. Things are looking really good on defense. 2nd down and 3. Summers dropping back. He's going to actually roll out to the right, stepping up in the pocket, getting some positive yardage there in the 4th quarter. Love to see that. 2nd down and 10. Rush up the middle. Here is Edwards George. Nice job moving those chains. We'll jump to a 2nd and 4 spot here with about 7:05. Summers rolling to the left. He's not going to slide. He's going to take a bunch of hits. I hate that for the quarterback, but you know what? He's a big boy. He can handle it. Little toss to the right. That's touchdown, but it's a flag. You know what it is. You know what's happening. It's a holding call. We're going to go back 10 yards, and this is just getting ridiculous. Only 2 touchdowns until the 4th quarter. How about this one? You going to catch that? Thank you. Thank you. Who is it? J.D. Weeks. That's good for your fantasy lineups, guys. I was looking out for you in a very low-scoring football game. I was looking out for you guys that have J.D. Weeks on your fantasy roster. He'd not been doing too much, but a touchdown definitely makes up for all of the lack of yardage and catches throughout the game. How about Quintervion Wisner? I don't think anybody selected him in their fantasy lineup, but 3 catches for 38 yards. The little running back, not doing too shabby. 2nd down and 4, deep shot. And that, my friends, is Zaire Bishop. I don't think anybody had him either. Nobody's loving the Umar Bighorns offense here, but this guy, the senior, comes through with a big touchdown shot right there. It's 21-14. We got a pass completed to Brubaker, and he's going to go down short of the first down marker. It's Justin Houston with the tackle, and now UMR has a chance to tie the game up with a touchdown, but you know who it is to bring down the hammer. It's Gregory Bryant. Huge sack right there. Look at the move. Look at that rip and the swim. Oh, my God. He's just so good, man. So good. 2nd down and 18. Look at Gregory Bryant again. He's not giving up. This pass is caught. Huge gain right there. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. They are in 2 more down territory, guys. They got 2 more downs left. 3rd down and 4th down. They got to come back. They got to find a way to win this game. Only 1 more timeout left. 3rd and 6. Paget fires out to the left, and it is incomplete. The big hit knocked it loose. 4th down and 6. It's caught? What? There's no way. There's no way. We're gonna challenge this. Actually, it's a booth review. We don't have to challenge it. But look at. Do you think Danny Northrup caught that football? On further review, they say he did catch it. So it's now going to be 1st down and 10. Wide open receiver. It's going to be caught. Another 1st down here for the Bighorns. 48 seconds. Time ticking away. I don't think they'll spike it. They will. They'll spike it. It's now 45 seconds, guys. 2nd and 10. Brian is there, though, putting on another big hit. He's got 3 sacks today. Absolutely crazy. 3rd down and 19. Time is ticking away. Only got a couple more cracks at the end zone. Paget dropping back. He's got to just fire this thing out of bounds. Save some time, I guess, but they are down to 1 last shot. 4th and 19. Pass is going to be short of the 1st down. They will make the catch, but no 1st down. Game's over. Your final score, 21-14. Not the best game offensively for Santa Fe State. Not the best game offensively for UMR. Only 224 for Josh Summers. He did have 3 scores and almost a 70% completion percentage. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But the yards just were not there today. Both teams had an interception as well. But Summers thought he played admirably. You know, this is a lot different of a team. If this was last year, I'd be a little bit more critical. I'd be like, you know what? UMR's not playing that great, so we definitely have to take care of business. But we did. We did take care of business. We got a victory. We got a win. But I would have liked to see maybe a blowout. Maybe a 2-score game, maybe a 3-score game. I'd probably say like a 3 to 4 score game is probably a blowout. Anything above that, you know? But we just really weren't kind of firing on all cylinders. We weren't clicking at all. We didn't really utilize the running game, passing attack. Again, I'm not going to really rip Summers for his game, a.k.a. me. I'm not going to really rip that. Had the one bad read, but that was a great play on the defender. Like, he was literally hiding behind the defensive line. It's kind of hard to see that, but Paget was pretty good, was decent, but man, all the sack yardage, guys. 8 sacks in total for a minus 58. Negative 58 in rushing yards. Rushing yards do count, by the way, in your fantasy lineups. So quarterbacks that get sacked a lot, who are pocket passers, they don't rush a whole lot, they do count. They do count. They hurt you. Loss of yardage hurts you. But for UMR, I mean, it was a lot better of a game than last year, that's for sure. They seem to be kind of on the up and up, is really what I'm getting at with this school. So watch out for UMR. They might be on to something here in the next couple of years. All right, big matchup right here. LA Metro against Fresno A&D. First quarter, Fresno is slinging it. Magic Hendricks listened to all of the talk, all the media hype around his benching, his potential benching, and he didn't take that very lightly. He says, you know what? This is the same thing as last year. Everybody doubts me, and then that's just going to be extra fuel to the fire. So you got Sport Bilico with a huge touchdown. Got another first down, big throw here. Another deep shot for Fresno, and that will be incomplete. Field goal opportunity here for the Artists. They'll bang it through, and it's a 10-point lead, and we'll finally get to see LA Metro on offense here. 3rd down and 1. Adkins trying to find somebody open. Oh, that was a pretty good throw, but he's going to get somebody killed. He says, I'm sorry. Don't blame me. I'm sorry. 4th and 1, they will kick the field goal. It is now 10-3. Next possession here for the Artists. 1st down and 10. We're going to sling it to the left side here. Not a first down, but a good gain. Hendricks, clean pocket until the very last second, takes a big hit, but a good toss to find the open man to get another first down. 1st and 10. Hendricks rushing to the left. He's going to just take on the contact, sliding right at the defender. It's like he's trying to get after second base or something. He's going to do the same thing. He's trying to hurt somebody out here. He's got metal spikes on or whatnot. Look at this play. That's so tough to defend. A left-handed quarterback. He's faking it to the right. Then he's got to spin around and throw it to the left. It's crazy, but Menifee's in for the touchdown. 17-3. 5 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Look at the pocket. Like, there's no pressure on Adkins right now. And he throws this thing to the end zone from, like, the 35-yard line. It's like a 65-yard throw. I've seen some people, even like Mahomes, they throw it out of the stadium. I think that video was doctored. Either way, some of these guys have these huge arms. Atkins might be one of those dudes that you might see on Instagram. He's, throwing it out of the stadium and stuff like that. But Jackson Brent, how about this guy? He was all over fantasy lineups, and why wouldn't he be? This guy gets yards, he gets touchdowns, he gets involved in the offense. He's already got 85 yards on the ground, plus a touchdown here. He's looking dang good, man. LA Metro's coming on back. 17-10 is your score as we enter into the late part of the third quarter here. 3rd down and 5, big spot here for the Artists. They got to find a way to get a first down. They're going to bring pressure, is LA Metro, but look at this. They were thinking, they were bringing the run, and it's a touchdown for the Artists. Deep shots, man. That's what this offense is predicated on. Deep shots. You can't anticipate run on them because if they throw, you're toast. You're dead meat. Jackson Brent, look at this. Is he gone? He's got one man to beat. Give him a block. He's going to get down at about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for LA Metro. They're over 140 yards here for Jackson Brent. There he is again with a first down run. This guy is just a beast, man. He's a beast. He's like Friday Mutton from last year. They just love to run the ball. But pass to the end zone, incomplete. And they're going to pull the field goal attempt. Morris, more miss. Unbelievable. 24-10. Good run. Good, powerful run. Flag on the field, though. It'll be a holding. They're going to come on back 10 yards. 14-point game here. 2nd and 17. Magic's trying to quiet the crowd a little bit. Trying to get the snap count right. But it's another negative play. They'll move on back. It's a false start. 5 more yards. 2nd and 22. Play action. Hendricks fires up the middle. It's completed. But look what we got here again. Another flag. We're going to move on back. It's another holding call. This is not good for the Artists. 2nd and 26. We'll hand it off. More moving on back. If it's not penalties, it's a loss of yardage. Hendricks steps up into the pocket. Crazy thing right there. He could have taken a sack in the end zone. He stepped up in the pocket, wanted more of the pressure, was able to deliver that for a big strike, but they don't get the first down. Here is another run by Jackson Brent, man. These guys, they just love to run the ball, but they're going to have to start slinging it here. They're going to have to start throwing it. They're down by 14. Got to get this thing moving here. 2nd and 10, pass will be caught. That's a first down again for the Dynamos. Let's jump here to the next play. 1st and 10, we got a flag on the field. Might be offsides. It is. It is, in fact, offsides on Mafala. So 5 free yards given to LA Metro. Here's a handoff to Jackson Brent. It's over 157 yards now, guys. So one thing, hey, I made a mistake. So there is number 24. That's Brent. And then there's number 34. This guy right here. Halfback screen. Look at him just be a bulldozer. touchdown Dynamos. We'll get the box score to get that guy's name. But we've also got Adkins, not known to run the football. I don't know why. That was such a weak 2-point attempt. But either way, they're down by 8 now. Got to find a way here to make a stop. They do. So it's going to be up to the Artist defense. No, they are going to go for it. 4th down and 5. And look, they did it again. LA Metro was selling out for the run, and instead it is a touchdown. Sold out for the run, and they knew exactly what was coming. They said, we'll just toss it right over your heads. Touchdown Artist, 31-16, and this little screen pass looking to Jackson Brent will be picked off by Lansing. And that, my friends, should pretty much do it. Pretty much do it. 14 points in a matter of what? A minute? 30 seconds? Crazy. Crazy turn of events here. Dynamos had some opportunities in this game to come back, and they just could not quite put it together. So congratulations. Good W, man. 38-16. That's going to look good to a playoff committee, I'm sure. Right, when push comes to shove, let's say that they don't win their conference. Let's say they finish in 2nd place. Yeah? I think when you got a good quarterback like Magic Hendricks here, 343, 4 touchdowns today, it's going to catch somebody's eye, you know? It's going to give them a reason to put you in when maybe some people say you might not deserve to go in. But 4 touchdowns, that's a bounce-back game for Magic Hendricks. Bradshaw, 14 for 53. Billico was awesome, 102, a touchdown. Menifee had the 2 touchdowns as well. Cole had 1 as well. And defensively, Artists had a lot of tackles today. They had a lot of TFLs as well. A couple sacks thrown into the mix there too. And the 1 interception off the screen from Miles Lansing, a freshman, a redshirt freshman, by the way. So on the other side, we got Rocky Atkins, 159. That's just very, very unlike him. The other guy, by the way, was Montague, not Jackson Brent. Jackson Brent is number 24. Montague is number 34. So we'll have to remember that when we watch some of their highlights going forward. Next matchup, guys, out-of-conference game here. Northern Utah, we haven't seen them in a little bit, but they will be taking on Liberty, the Liberty Flames. Santa Fe State actually played these guys earlier in the year and beat them pretty good, so I anticipate that Northern Utah would do the exact same thing here, but Novak's going to take a sack, just did not even move. He was a statue. It looked like he was just waiting to be hit. So 3rd down and goal from the 12. Novak dropping back, no pressure at all, and throws it out here to the left. I would have tried to go deep. I would have tried to go to the end zone, but that's okay. It will be a field goal attempt, and it is good. So the Golden Swarm up 3-0. 1st and 10 here for Caden Salter. Toss out to the left at the numbers, and we got a missed tackle here. Receivers going down to the 10, the 5, the 3. Whew. How do you go from all the way backed up in your end all the way to the 3 on a little RPO? What is going on? Unbelievable. So they'll turn that into 6. Be 7-3 here. Early part of the 2nd quarter. Pass completed up the middle. Nice job there. Good read by Novak. Switch it up here to 3rd down and 5 with about 8 minutes left. Novak going to fire this one. A little drag, and that's perfection right there. Great toss. Good catch and run. Golden Swarm will take the lead. 10-7. 2nd down and 8 for the Flames. Pressure being put on Salter. He is going to spin off 1, but not miss the 2nd tackle. That's a sack. Winfield going to take him down. 3rd and 17 now here for Salter and the Flames. More pressure put on. He's going down. More loss. A 14-yard loss on the play. Unbelievable, man. They've got so much pressure on him right now, he can't even breathe. 3rd down and 1 situation. Here's a pass completed, headed to the end zone. Wow. He was asking for the contact. He was like, I don't care what's in front of me. A brick wall? I don't care. LeVar Rice is in for a touchdown. 17-7 game. Pass going to be caught. And more room to run. Some missed tackles here. Some bad pursuit angles. But that's the CPU for you. They're just not fast enough. Guys are just not fast enough on defense. It's not even a user thing. That's just guys not being quick. But Salter We'll fire that up the middle for a first down and goal. A little slant play. Caught for a touchdown. That one stings, man. That one stings. Especially when you're in that situation here late second quarter. Like, you want to just get them off the field. Get into the half. Still with a 3-score lead. Instead, it is a 1-score lead with a field goal to tie. 4th down and 11 after another sack. This guy has had Salter's number all game long. 3rd down and 4. Novak. Pass up the middle. Almost intercepted. They're going to rely on their kicker here to make this field goal. It's not going to be easy. It's a 14-mile-an-hour wind coming into the kick. So 4th and 4. He held on to it a little bit too much. It's going to be a miss. Wide left. Very, very wide left. So that opens the door here for Liberty. 3rd and 9. Salter, pass, incomplete. Just a little bit too much pressure on the receiver to make that grab. So now the door is back open here for the Golden Swarm to get more points, but they fumble it. A big hit put on, and the fumble, the turnover. Liberty's window is open again. So both teams not sure who wants this one, apparently. 3rd and inches. Play action. Salter going down. A 12-yard loss on the play. Can't believe it. Northern Utah has brought pressure on Salter all game long, and it's going to pay off yet again. 1st and 10. Pass. What a great read. It's the tight end, Jack Velling. He's gone. Touchdown, Northern Utah. He was available on your guys' fantasy lineups. I think anybody that had Jack Velling here today probably going to be nearing first place because he had himself an amazing, amazing game. But, hey, we got a 24-14 game here. 1st down and goal. Salter pass to the back of the end zone. It is picked off 1 foot out of bounds. It's a touchback, and this game is over. Northern Utah will kill the clock. 10-point victory over Liberty. I would have liked it to be a little bit more, you know, when you're playing a team like Liberty. No disrespect. No disrespect. They're not bad. They got Caden Salter, right? Everybody loves themselves Caden Salter. But I would have expected a little bit more from an offense, from an overall team that's rated as highly as Northern Utah is. I would have expected a little bit more. Novak was good. 21 of 28. Just the yards weren't quite there. You know, they just had themselves some really good field position. Didn't really present them opportunities to get a bunch of chunk plays on offense. But, yeah, man, good W. Still good W. 9 catches for Velling, 112 yards, a touchdown. Nobody else receiving-wise was able to be chosen for your fantasy game. But, man, Velling was a secret pick. You know, he was like a dark horse pick. 9 catches for 112 and a score. That's killing it. So, guys, let's turn our attention here to the recap of week number 5, and I will also preview week number 6 for you. All right, guys, your week 5 matchups are in the books. Honolulu College beating UNP 35-7. Honestly, that's not very shocking, just considering that UNP is still struggling a little bit with the talent level. They only have really one quarterback and a couple offensive pieces. Texas Tech destroying OMI. If you guys picked Texas Tech, you did the smart thing here. Probably should not have gone with anything OMI related in this game for your fantasy challenge. Of course, Colorado A&T takes care of business here with Elijah Spears at quarterback over Temple 23-13. Anchorage with an L. Finally, their first loss on the season. Multnomah sticks it to them 33-21. LA Metro goes down 38-16. Keneal and those Fresno A&D artists had a bounce-back game in this one, so that's really nice to see for all of you Fresno A&D fans. And then 54-0, Idaho Tech also got a bounce-back victory over out-of-conference opponent where they ended up losing to Multnomah last week. So that one was a little bit of a surprise for me last week for Idaho Tech. They really didn't quite show up like I knew their offense could. They did so here against Southern Miss, 54-0. Next up, we saw this game 24-14. Liberty goes down. Northern Utah gets a nice out-of-conference victory there. And Vegas State loses by 14 points. Might have come down to a couple of mistakes. We'll take a look at that box score here in just a moment. So first things first, let's take a look here at Honolulu College's box score right now. Let's see what happened here. So a couple turnovers for both teams. We got Boatwright with 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 278. Lucas Olson went crazy. So if you guys picked him in your fantasy challenge, you are doing really well right now. And then Vitolo with 2 touchdowns, 4 catches, 101. McGarry also nearly got to the 100-yard mark. Plus, Olson chipped in a couple receptions as well. So he had himself a really nice game for your fantasy purposes. Paulie Bear was decent, right? He was all right. 213, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, and a couple sacks, right? 4 sacks, 60% completion. He was really involved in the rushing attack. Incognito, not so much. 16 rushes for 57. Coley Freeze, I don't believe he was listed in the fantasy challenge this week, but he also had a touchdown. So this offense here for UMP, got to find a way to get it back going here, or else the season's going to be lost. They've already got 2 losses in conference. They're going to need a big turnaround. Texas Tech OMI 40-7. They gave up 23 points in the second quarter. They did not score until the 4th. That's how bad that this game was for the Commando Ferrets. 4 turnovers, 1 fumble, 3 picks for OMI. Not good. Cutler, 4 sacks, 50% completion. He just really was not, as good as I think that he's going to be one day, he just was not cut out to take on Texas Tech in this ranked matchup for these guys. Kubiak was a part of your fantasy challenge. 4 catches for 16. Granger also was relatively solid in that matchup. So Colorado A&T, 23-13. They just keep on winning. 140 passing yards, so not a lot of yards for Elijah Spears, but he did not turn the ball over, as the team did not have any turnovers. But yeah, no touchdowns, no picks, 140, 2 sacks. He didn't actually have a good game. I thought, looking at that W, looking at that final score, that he would have been a major factor, but really it must have been the defense, honestly. We've got King with a touchdown. That was kind of a surprise. He doesn't really do too much in games, so if you guys picked him, you did get a couple bits of rushing yards there, plus the touchdown. Cruz McAllister, a wide receiver, also got involved, and honestly, that was a bust. That was a big-time bust, guys. I don't know what happened here for Cruz McAllister, but he got involved on some rushes, but other than that, like, he was held catchless. Everybody else had some grabs except him. So if you picked Cruz McAllister, which most people probably should have, he's leading the Pac-16 in touchdowns. That was a bust pick this week. He did not catch a single ball, had no yards, no counting stats whatsoever. That sucks. That's a tough one. But either way, Colorado A&T does get a W. So Anchorage actually scored 14 points in the 4th quarter to mount a little bit of a comeback, but Multnomah State, they were up 27-0 going into the second half. So it was pretty much a blowout as far as I can tell. Only 1 turnover between both teams, 1 pick here for Multnomah State. Waters was actually pretty good, although he did take 5 sacks. And, you know, obviously you don't want to blame all of those on the quarterback, but sometimes it is on the quarterback if they don't get rid of the football. Offensive line, I think, might have had just way too much pressure, but 3 touchdowns, no picks, 238, had a pretty good game. Yuhas, 104 on only 11 carries and 9.5 average. That's pretty crazy good for Jacob Yuhas, but he did have a fumble as well, so that's going to be a negation on some of his points there. Ryan Marks was pretty darn good, man. He's really come on in his freshman redshirt season. His sophomore year, but he's a redshirt freshman. 1 touchdown, 7 catches for 80. Pitbull had a touchdown. Mudia Rubin, I love that name. 1 touchdown as well for Anchorage. Now, for Multnomah State, you guys that picked Oren Sparks, you were hoping for a turnaround week this week. You got it. 257, 3 touchdowns, only 1 pick. But again, 51% completion percentage. Boris Prieto was really good. 20 attempts, 165, a touchdown. Sparks chipped in on the ground. Terrence Gordon, 6 for 147. He's been having himself a really, really good year, which is kind of crazy to think. He's a 79 overall receiver, but he's a senior, so he gets a lot of start. He gets a lot of run. Cervantes kind of taking a back seat this year. He's a 90 overall player. I would have thought he's got all those purples, those abilities. So I'm not sure what's going on with this offense with Cervantes Corsair. He should really be a bigger part of the offense. But McMillan was good with the 2 scores. Gordon was a little bit better in the yards, right? A little bit. I'd say that kind of tongue-in-cheek. So we saw the box score here for that game. Idaho Tech, Southern Miss, 54-0. Southern Miss had no answers through the air, through the ground. They could not do anything. 2 turnovers for them, 1 interception for both teams. Lonergan was really good again. He had like 1 bad week, it seems like. Everything else has been pretty solid. 75% completion, 3 touchdowns, 328 yards. Berry Hill was nice. Morgan Fisher, who is this guy? Lowell Morgan Fisher, 3 touchdowns on the ground. What a week to do fantasy challenge. Like, we're having these people just come out of nowhere and just steal up all the touchdowns. Like, what is happening right now? But Dominic Lucas was a nice addition for you guys. 114, 5 catches, a touchdown, plus 1 carry for 30 yards. They love to get him involved in the running game, it seems like. Wayne Bridges, 7 catches for 2 touchdowns and 106. Very nicely done. Nicely done for Idaho Tech. Offense was crazy good. Now, I'm curious to see what's happening here with this Vegas State game. Like, what happened? They scored 20... Wow. They scored 21 points in the first quarter. Nothing in the second, but they gave up 21 points to match what they did in the first. So that's 7 extra points in the first quarter there for Cal kind of put them over the top, in my opinion. The way that they responded with 1 touchdown, quote unquote, responded with 1 touchdown in the first quarter. But yeah, the 2 turnovers. So I gotta wonder. Again, I wish we had game logs that you could see like what happened. But I gotta wonder if they had a costly turnover, whether it was a fumble, whether it was an interception that cost them this game. Fernando Mendoza, 357, 5 touchdowns, no sack, 1 sack, no picks, 65%. I think he was the reason why that Cal won this game. Jermaine Castor, 335, 4, 1 interception, 5 sacks. Again, 58%. Our quarterbacks kind of struggled this week, it seems like. Marinos did get hurt. He had 2 carries for 43 yards. His longest was of 40, so you can do the math there. 1 carry was for 40, another for 3. And he got hurt on one of those runs. So unfortunately, I don't know how long he's out, but if you guys picked Fotios Marinos for your fantasy challenge, you know, that one hurt you. But Ethan Daniel did help you. So if you took him, that definitely was a good selection there. The tight end, I think there was a tight end, Cole Harris in there. There he is. Colton Carpenter. Believe he was in the fantasy challenge. I don't really recall. But either way, solid week for the Pac-16. We had a couple teams playing against each other, conference play, right? Let's see what we did in out of conference. We're 0 for 1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. So we were 3-2 on the week out of conference play. All right, guys. Well, let's head on out here to week number 6 as we preview the following week. We have 4 user games coming up. We've got Santa Fe State against UMP, Fresno AD against Honolulu College, so that will be shown. Northern Utah against Anchorage. That should be a good one. Northern Utah trying to salvage their season. They need to get a conference victory. Anchorage coming off of a loss. They need to get a conference victory as well. And then you got a user versus user game, Albuquerque against Bellingham State. I don't have confirmation from Dalton that he's going to be able to play this game. So Albuquerque's just kind of been MIA this year. He's just not available. He's working a little too much. Working too much, Dalton. Picking up extra hours and stuff like that. So it's we might not see Albuquerque. Anyway, so as far as my picks are concerned for week number 6, by the way, guys, Fantasy Challenge for week 6 is live. It's open for you guys to do that. We will try to get week 7 and like week 8 combined into one video. But the next time I see you guys will be week 6 alone as a standalone episode. But from that point, we're going to try to do week 7, week 8 together to get a little bit more content packed into these videos. But my picks for this week, week 6 Fantasy Challenge is open. Again, channel points are rewarded for you guys for getting anything correct. So if you take Santa Fe State and we win, you get 50 channel points. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Santa Fe State, getting the W here. I'll take Multnomah State. That's a pretty easy one against Bowling Green. Even though they're undefeated, I'm going to take Multnomah State. This one, a battle of undefeateds. Man, I wish we could show CPU versus CPU. This would be one heck of a game to watch. But I think Colorado A&T is going to get the victory here. I like Trip Ferris. I like what he's been able to do this year. But I think that offense, I think the quarterback especially, Elijah Spears, they got DeAndre King, Cruz McAllister should have a bounce-back week. I think Colorado A&T takes this one, and they'd probably take it pretty easily. Idaho Tech against Texas Tech. Unranked Idaho Tech, which I think they might... I mean, I think they should be ranked with how good the offense is, against number 5 Texas Tech in Lubbock. I will take Texas Tech just because Lonergan is still like a 60 or a 76 overall quarterback. So I don't think that he's been kind of spotty. So I'll take Texas Tech here. Vegas State and OMI. I'll take Vegas State. I think their team is a little too much more talented than OMI. Fresno and Honolulu. I will take Fresno. They're at home. They had a nice bounce-back victory there last week. Magic Hendricks, right? I think Honolulu is going to give them a challenge, but I think Fresno had that bounce-back week last week. There was some quarterback controversy rumblings happening within the media. Maybe even a lot of disgruntled players around Magic Hendricks, and he responded. 4 touchdowns last week. So I think Fresno is going to get the victory here. Anchorage in northern Utah. I'm going to take Anchorage. They're at home. They're going to be wearing the black uniforms. They're in a dome. Northern Utah, again, has the problems with the Pixies, with the the Pixies. The interceptions, you know. I think they might not see some defenders. They might be throwing some picks. I'm going to take Anchorage to win this game. I think I'll take Bellingham State anyway, because I think Dalton has been out of it for so long that he hasn't played, that I think Bellingham State would find a way to get the victory. So yeah, either way, CPU or user versus user, I think Bellingham State gets the victory. So there's my picks. I'm going on record. I'm going to be competing for channel points too, guys. But let me know your picks in the comment section below for you guys to get credit for Week 6 channel points pick'em contest. Now again, you can also win channel points this week through the Fantasy Challenge if you just go ahead and submit your players and create a lineup, QB1s, QB2s, RB1s, RB2s, so on and so forth, for this week number 6. Just know that when we get into Week 7 and Week 8, since it's a combined week, there's no Fantasy Challenge for that week. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. We've also got, hey, by the way, huge matchup there in week number 8. Fresno AD and Santa Fe State. That's a big one. Keneal versus yours truly. So yeah, we got some in-conference crucial matchups here in the middle of the season. Looking forward to it, guys. Again, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.